In a ripple that spanned across the fabric of the multiverse, an enigmatic anomaly materialized at the heart of Lancaster City, Pennsylvania. A cosmic convergence, unseen and unforeseen, began to draw together the myriad realities, each tethered to a distinct Vangic incarnation. It began subtly, a flicker here, a disturbance there. Residents, caught in their daily routines, noticed peculiar aberrations, echoes of events from parallel dimensions bleeding into their own. It was as if time and space were folding in on themselves, entwining these disparate realities into a haunting amalgamation. The skies over Lancaster City darkened, not just from the encroaching evening, but with an eerie hue that bespoke the cosmic upheaval underway. An obscure alignment of celestial bodies mirrored the alignment of timelines, marking the union of these myriad Vangic variants. One by one, they emerged, stepping out from distorted rifts in the fabric of reality, each clad in their unique garb that spoke volumes about their divergent worlds. The Vangic who witnessed an American empire strutted forth, his demeanor stoic yet bearing the weight of dominion. Beside him, the trench-coated figure from the prolonged World War I timeline materialized, eyes burdened with the ceaseless conflict of ages. The Vangic who navigated a world where the Titanic stood defiant against the sea, the Vault 717 survivor with a distinct Pip-Boy, and the iterations besieged by undead horrors all converged upon the familiar streets of Lancaster. They emerged, bewildered yet resolved, their .44 magnums holstered but poised. Their gazes met in a collective understanding, a silent acknowledgement of the uncanny gathering. Each Vangic bore the echoes of their reality's traumas, victories, and divergent histories etched upon their countenances. The multiversal anomaly lingered overhead, crackling with an ominous energy that transcended comprehension. It was a transient maelstrom, a convergence of timelines now coalescing within the confines of Lancaster City. The air itself quivered with the weight of multiple existences intersecting at a singular point, a nexus of disparate realities entwined by an inexplicable cosmic phenomenon. As the last Vangic stepped into the converging vortex, the anomaly pulsed, radiating an otherworldly luminescence before dissipating into the urban landscape. Lancaster City stood at the epicenter of an unprecedented collision of multiverses, with its streets now treading host to an assembly of Johnny Vangicies from realms uncharted and unfathomable. With a resonating hum, a distortion in the air signaled the arrival of yet another Vangic. From the world entrenched in the Fallout timeline, emerged a rugged figure adorned in vault gear, bearing the iconic 717 insignia on his attire. His eyes, weathered by the desolation of a post-apocalyptic existence, scanned the unfamiliar yet strangely familiar streets. Following closely, a spectral silhouette phased into existence, a spectral form from the timelines besieged by the relentless grip of the undead. Its ethereal presence added an eerie, chilling aura to the convergence, casting a shadowy pall over the already surreal scene. Then, in an abrupt flurry, two Vangicies appeared almost simultaneously. One, emanating from a reality halted in the technological grip of the World War I era, donned attire reminiscent of the early 20th century, a steampunk-esque ensemble. The other emerged from a world ravaged by an insidious viral outbreak, marked by subtle, ghastly alterations upon his countenance, a haunting testament to the plague that never ceased. A disquieting hush enveloped the streets as yet another Vangic materialized, a figure enshrouded in the lore of the Headless Horseman timeline. His presence seemed to beckon the very darkness that clung to the outskirts of perception. Simultaneously, two more manifestations joined the gathering. One from the cryptic realms of the Mothman's terror, bearing a gaze that hinted at the unspeakable horrors witnessed. The other hailed from a timeline where the 13 colonies never fully flourished, his garb reflecting an alternate colonial reality where progress took divergent paths. Each arrival added a layer of complexity and unease to the unfolding spectacle, their collective presence casting an indelible sense of foreboding over Lancaster City. The air was thick with a palpable tension, the amalgamation of their diverse experiences and realms seeming to distort the very fabric of the universe they inhabited. And as the convergence continued, another Vanjuk, shaped by the enigmatic lore of the Skinwalkers of Little Britain, emerged cautiously, his demeanor a testament to the unsettling forces that lurked just beyond the veil of normalcy. The multiverse continued to stitch itself together within the heart of Lancaster, each new arrival bearing the weight of their reality upon their shoulders, their collective presence forming a mosaic of countless tales, horrors, and divergent timelines converging upon this singular point in space and time. In the wake of this cosmic convergence, the fabric of reality continued to unravel, heralding the arrival of more Vanjukis from the far reaches of the multiverse. A subtle distortion shimmered, announcing the emergence of the Vanjuk entangled in the dark waters of an ominous timeline. His presence seemed to carry the weight of submerged secrets and unfathomable depths. Simultaneously, a figure stepped forth, emblematic of the haunting legends surrounding the pigment of Quarryville, a specter wrapped in the chilling lore of local myths and inexplicable phenomena. As the convergence persisted, another Vanjuk materialized, a harbinger from the timeline overrun by the relentless dread of the Friday the 13th horrors. His demeanor, etched with the echoes of relentless terror, added yet another layer to the unfolding enigma in Lancaster City. The cosmic ballet of realities continued its intricate dance, each successive emergence weaving a tapestry of diverse experiences, timelines, and horrors. The air buzzed with an otherworldly resonance, an echo of multitudes of existence now converging upon this singular nexus. These Johnny Vanjukis, each a testament to their respective universes and the terrors they bore witness to, stood amidst the amalgamation of divergent histories and unfathomable realms, their presence shaping an unprecedented juncture of multiversal collision within the boundaries of Lancaster City. With an ethereal shimmer, a figure emerged from the cosmic maelstrom, encapsulated within the reality of the Starfield timeline. This Vanjuk bore the mystique of uncharted space, his presence hinting at cosmic mysteries and interstellar terrors beyond human comprehension. Following closely, another Vanjuk stepped forth, marked by the aura of artificial intelligence, a sentient being intertwined with the fabric of digital existence. His gaze held the enigma of boundless knowledge and the unfathomable depths of a cybernetic reality. Then, in a cascade of multiversal convergence, two more Vanjukis manifested their presence. One, hailing from a world where the landscape mirrored the desolate slums of a dystopian era, bore the scars of societal decay and technological disparity. The other emerged as Bradley Vanjuk, a convergence of the human essence amidst the myriad incarnations of Johnny Vanjuk. Their arrival further enriched the kaleidoscope of realities woven into the streets of Lancaster City. Each new incarnation added depth to the collective consciousness of this cosmic amalgamation, a convergence of multifaceted experiences, fears, and divergent timelines coalescing in an unprecedented display of interdimensional entanglement. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, an amalgamation of timelines converging into a bewildering tapestry of existence. These Johnny Vanjukis, each a harbinger of their respective realms and the horrors they had faced, stood together a symphony of multiversal echoes and divergent fates, their convergence marking a momentous juncture within the heart of Lancaster City. In the wake of the swirling multiversal tempest, a subtle yet distinctive distortion heralded the arrival of the penultimate Vanjuk, veiled in the enigmatic tapestry of the Wendigo timeline. His presence resonated with the primal fears of ancient legends, an embodiment of chilling folklore and the lurking horrors of the wilderness. As the cosmic convergence approached its culmination, a final shimmer materialized at the epicenter. From the remnants of time and space, emerged the culmination of all echoes, a convergence of every aspect, experience, and iteration of Johnny Vanjuk. This amalgamation stood at the crossroads of multiverses, an embodiment of collective knowledge, terror, and resilience, bearing the weight of infinite realities upon its enigmatic countenance. With this ultimate arrival, the convergence reached its zenith, the very fabric of the multiverse converging within Lancaster City. The air hummed with an ineffable resonance, a symphony of timelines, horrors, and divergent fates entwined into an unparalleled mosaic of existence. These numerous Johnny Vanjikis, each an emissary of their unique reality, now stood together amidst the amalgamation of converging multiverses. Their collective presence marked an unprecedented juncture, an assembly of echoes and divergent paths converging upon the unsuspecting streets of Lancaster City, embodying the infinite possibilities of the multiverse within their enigmatic convergence. Amidst the nebulous shroud of the cosmic event, a faint yet discernible disturbance heralded the emergence of yet another Vanjik. From the timeline plagued by the relentless scourge of the dogmen of Millersville, a figure stepped forth, shrouded in the lore of cryptic myths and unsolved mysteries that loomed in the woods. Following this, the mists of the multiverse unveiled a resonance, a manifestation from the fragmented and fractured reality of a virus-ridden Lancaster. This Vanjik bore the haunting visage of a city beleaguered by an unrelenting epidemic, a testament to the horrors of a world steeped in perpetual chaos and affliction. Their arrivals added further complexity to the convergence, each Vanjik a living testament to the divergent paths and nightmarish realities they had traversed. The streets of Lancaster City now bore witness to an unprecedented gathering, where myriad incarnations of Johnny Vanjik stood as living embodiments of infinite possibilities and harrowing experiences across the tapestry of existence. With their emergence, the convergence of Johnny Vanjikis within Lancaster City expanded further, weaving a tapestry of diverse realms, each fraught with chilling legends and unsolved mysteries. These incarnations stood as enigmatic echoes of countless timelines, converging upon this singular nexus, a momentous juncture where the infinite possibilities of the multiverse converged in an inexplicable assembly of cosmic entities. The convergence of the Johnny Vanjikis within Lancaster City stemmed from an unforeseen anomaly, a cataclysmic disturbance in the fabric of the multiverse. Unraveling across the expanse of infinite realities, this anomaly acted as a cosmic magnet, drawing these myriad incarnations of Vanjik towards a singular point, Lancaster City. The reason behind this unprecedented gathering lay shrouded in the intricacies of the multiverse, where the threads of existence became entwined in an enigmatic convergence. Forces beyond mortal comprehension orchestrated this cosmic collision, orchestrating a fusion of countless realities within the urban confines of Lancaster. As the Vanjikis found themselves inexplicably drawn together, each incarnation carried the weight of their divergent histories, terrors, and triumphs. Standing amidst the bewildering convergence, they sought answers, grappling with the inexplicable nature of their convergence and the looming uncertainty that surrounded them. Now, amidst the amalgamation of multiversal echoes and divergent paths, a story began to unfold, a tale woven from the intricate tapestry of their collective experiences and fears, a narrative that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Within this enigmatic convergence, the Johnny Vanjikis, each a manifestation of their unique reality, stood united by the inexplicable circumstances that brought them together. And as the cosmic anomaly lingered overhead, Lancaster City became the stage for an unparalleled saga, a tale of multiversal collision, divergent fates, and the haunting mysteries that awaited their unraveling. In a crescendo of horror, the skies above Lancaster City twisted and convulsed, birthing an aberrant menagerie of grotesque entities and haunting aberrations from the nightmarish depths of each Vanjik's respective realities. From the American Empire timeline, towering constructs of mechanized oppression loomed, giant war machines and ironclad behemoths, symbols of tyrannical dominion. A horde of undead monstrosities, remnants of the prolonged World War I, clawed their way through the convergence, their ghastly visages twisted by the unending conflict. The unsinkable Titanic materialized in an eerie specter, looming over the cityscape, its colossal form casting a haunting shadow over the streets, an embodiment of tragedy and fate defied. From the desolate fallout realm, mutated abominations emerged, grotesque creatures twisted by radioactive decay and desolation, their presence heralding a post-apocalyptic nightmare. Zombies, relentless and hungering for flesh, surged forth from their apocalyptic timelines, their collective moans echoing through the city, a relentless cacophony of the undead. Amidst this pandemonium, archaic war machines reminiscent of the World War I technology surged forth, a haunting reminder of a world stagnated by its own history. The viral plague that ravaged another Lancaster manifested as grotesque, plague-ridden horrors, embodying the relentless spread of disease and decay. From the legends of the Headless Horseman, spectral riders, and their eerie mounts galloped through the ethereal veil between worlds, their presence instilling a primal fear in the onlookers. The enigmatic Mothman, a harbinger of doom, soared through the tumultuous skies, casting its ominous gaze upon the chaos unfolding below. The fractured reality of the colonies that never fully developed unleashed an array of colonial terrors, from enigmatic cryptids to echoes of primal fears long forgotten. Skinwalkers prowled the streets, shrouded in dark mystique and chilling transformations, haunting the very shadows of the converging dimensions. Echoes of Darkwater summoned forth eldritch horrors from the abyssal depths, their presence invoking primal dread and the unknown terrors lurking in the murky waters. The haunting legends of the pigmen of Quarryville materialized as grotesque swine-like entities, a manifestation of rural terror and enigmatic folklore. The sinister legacy of Friday the 13th unleashed relentless terrors of the night, from masked horrors to spectral manifestations of unending terror. From the cryptic void of Starfield emerged cosmic aberrations and interstellar horrors, their alien forms defying comprehension. Artificial intelligence entities surged forth, their digital forms twisting into malevolent manifestations, symbols of the dark underbelly of cybernetic existence. Within the slums of a dystopian future, societal decay manifested as twisted, dehumanized entities, embodiments of a world eroded by neglect and despair. The haunting enigma of the Wendigo beckoned forth primal spirits and ancient entities, embodying the chilling folklore of the wilderness. Spectral echoes of the Dogmen of Millersville prowled the urban landscape, their predatory presence invoking primal fears and chilling encounters. The virus-ridden hellscape manifested its relentless horrors, twisting the fabric of existence with plague-ridden abominations, symbols of unending affliction. From the cryptic lore of the Headless Horseman, spectral entities rode through the veil between worlds, instilling primal fear within the convergence. The enigmatic Mothman, harbinger of doom, soared above the tumultuous skies, casting an ominous shadow over the chaos below. These monstrous apparitions, a terrifying parade of nightmares and horrors from the depths of countless realities, converged upon Lancaster City, transforming it into a realm where the Vanjikis faced their ultimate nightmare, a world where their struggles were in vain, and the monstrous entities from their disparate timelines had emerged victorious. The cityscape was now a nightmarish battleground, an amalgamation of horrors where the Vanjikis would have to confront the darkest depths of their fears and histories. The Vanjikis, each an embodiment of resilience forged from their own divergent timelines, scattered amidst the chaotic onslaught of nightmarish entities. Armed with their .44 magnums and the echoes of their harrowing experiences, they fought valiantly against the relentless tide of monstrous aberrations that surged forth from the shadows of their realities. But the multitudes of horrors that besieged Lancaster City proved overwhelming. The amalgamation of monsters, each an embodiment of terror and nightmare, outnumbered the Vanjikis, their unyielding onslaught threatening to overwhelm even the bravest of defenders. The Vanjikis, despite their unwavering resolve, found themselves beset from all sides. The relentless onslaught of undead, mechanical constructs, spectral apparitions, cosmic aberrations, and grotesque entities clawed at their defenses, pushing the defenders to the brink of exhaustion. In the chaos and desperation of the battle, the Vanjikis struggled to maintain their footing. Their once united front began to fracture as they fought individual battles against the ceaseless horde of horrors. Each Vanjik fought with unmatched valor, drawing upon their unique experiences and skills honed in their respective realities, yet the relentless onslaught threatened to overwhelm them. As the cacophony of battle echoed through the streets, hope seemed to wane amidst the looming shadows of the monstrous entities. The cityscape, once familiar, had become an alien landscape, its streets now a battleground where the Vanjakis fought not just for survival but for the very fabric of their existence. Realizing the overwhelming odds stacked against them, the Vanjakis exchanged desperate glances amidst the chaos of the relentless assault. With grim determination, they acknowledged the pressing need for retreat, a decision forged in the crucible of survival instincts and the looming realization of their outnumbered position. The Vanjakis, each facing their own nightmarish adversaries, communicated wordlessly through shared understanding. With a unified resolve, they began to disengage from the ceaseless onslaught, retreating step by step through the labyrinthine streets of Lancaster City. The cacophony of battle raged around them as they navigated through the city's convoluted pathways, their retreat a strategic maneuver to regroup and strategize amidst the relentless assault of monstrous entities. Despite their valiant efforts, the Vanjakis knew that they couldn't prevail against the overwhelming force arrayed against them in this chaotic convergence of multiversal horrors. Their retreat, while a temporary reprieve, was essential to gather their strength, reassess their tactics, and devise a plan to confront the nightmarish adversaries that now ruled the once familiar streets of Lancaster City. Seeking refuge from the relentless onslaught, the scattered Vanjakis converged at the dilapidated and desolate remains of the old loom factory in the south side of Lancaster. The looming structure, a relic of Lancaster's industrial past, stood as a ghostly sentinel amidst the chaos that now engulfed the city. Within the cavernous halls of the abandoned factory, the Vanjakis found a temporary haven, the echoes of their footsteps mingling with the eerie silence that permeated the decrepit corridors. Dust-laden machinery and forgotten remnants of a bygone era filled the cavernous space, casting long shadows that danced in the flickering light filtering through broken windows. Gathering amidst the industrial ruins, the Vanjakis caught their breath, their ragged breaths harmonizing with the distant echoes of the ongoing battle outside. Their faces bore the marks of the conflict etched with determination and the weight of impending doom that hung heavy in the air. Amidst the desolation, the Vanjakis began to strategize, their minds racing to devise a plan against the overwhelming multitudes of nightmarish entities. They pooled their diverse experiences and expertise, each Vanjak contributing their unique insights garnered from their encounters with the horrors of their respective timelines. With the din of battle echoing from the city's streets, the Vanjakis forged a tenuous alliance, driven by the shared goal of survival amidst this multiversal convergence of terror. The abandoned loom factory, once a symbol of Lancaster's industrial past, now became a sanctuary, a makeshift base where the Vanjakis prepared to confront the nightmarish entities that had turned their home into a realm of unrestrained chaos and horror. In the eerie confines of the abandoned loom factory, amidst the grim shadows and the lingering silence, the gathered Vanjakis confronted the pressing question that weighed heavily upon their collective consciousness. Their gazes met, each Vanjak bearing the weight of their divergent realities, their shared presence in this convergence an inexplicable enigma. Their experiences and histories woven from the fabric of countless timelines, converged within Lancaster City, a city now transformed into a nightmarish battleground. The air crackled with uncertainty as they grappled with the unsettling truth they were unwitting pawns in a cosmic upheaval, drawn together by an unseen force that defied the laws of their realities. The convergence of their multiversal incarnations within Lancaster City was an anomaly, a cataclysmic event that defied comprehension. As they exchanged bewildered glances, the collective realization dawned upon them, a grim understanding that they were trapped within a nightmarish convergence, a battleground where the monsters from their disparate timelines had emerged triumphant. Their home, Lancaster City, had been transformed into a realm where the horrors they had faced in their respective realities now reigned supreme, a twisted amalgamation where the Vanjakis stood not as victors but as beleaguered survivors amidst an overwhelming tide of monstrous entities. In this surreal convergence, the Vanjikis faced a daunting task to unravel the mysteries behind their inexplicable gathering, to confront the harrowing forces that now besieged their home, and to reclaim Lancaster City from the clutches of the nightmarish entities that had turned it into a twisted reflection of their worst fears and darkest histories. The Vanjikis gathered within the echoing caverns of the abandoned loom factory, their gazes fixed upon the spectral murals that adorned the factory walls, a haunting depiction of a shadowy figure, an echo of the Vanjik lost to this forsaken timeline. These murals, painted with an ethereal quality, whispered of a legacy erased, of a hero forgotten by a reality plagued with desolation. As they surveyed the desolate streets of this Lancaster, the absence of Vanjikis was conspicuous, a void that echoed across the cityscape. Shadows danced upon the dilapidated walls, mingling with the eerie silence that pervaded the city, painting a grim picture of a realm abandoned by hope. Streets that once bustled with life now lay in disarray, a haunting testimony to a world where citizens were forced to traverse in shadows, scrounging for survival amidst the looming specter of monsters that ravaged homes at irregular intervals. The citizens, reduced to shadows themselves, moved with furtive glances, perpetually chased by fear and deprivation. The Vanjikis observed with a heavy heart the haunting murals depicting a lost legacy, the citizens robbed of their essence, and the cityscape transformed into a dystopian nightmare. Through the broken windows, the Vanjikis witnessed the panoramic horror that had enveloped the entire Lancaster County, an expansive militarized quarantine zone, once bustling communities now overrun by monstrosities. The harrowing truth unfolded before their eyes. Every cataclysmic event from their divergent timelines had converged here, colliding in a catastrophic cataclysm that eliminated the very essence of the Vanjik in this forsaken reality. In the distance, the skyline was marred by towering shadows, monstrous silhouettes that loomed over the horizon, casting an ominous pall over the desolate landscape. The Vanjikis realized the magnitude of the horror that had befallen this version of their beloved Lancaster, the entire county monsterized, a realm where the darkest events from their timelines had converged, leaving devastation and despair in their wake. Amidst this surreal panorama of desolation and despair, the Vanjikis grappled with the overwhelming reality they were alone, standing amidst a city that bore the scars of a convergence where nightmares replaced hope, and where the absence of their own existence had plunged Lancaster into an unending abyss of horror. A chilling truth settled upon them all: of Earth turned a blind eye to this forsaken timeline, leaving it isolated in its nightmarish plight. In the heart of this haunting convergence, the Vanjikis navigated the decrepit halls of the loom factory, their steps echoing amidst the silent remnants of Lancaster's industrial past. The factory walls, once adorned with vibrant machinery, now bore faded murals that depicted a solemn silhouette, a testament to the absence of the Vanjik in this desolate timeline. Through the shattered windows, the outside world revealed a city entrenched in a perpetual gloom. Citizens, stripped of hope and humanity, moved as mere silhouettes in the fading light, scurrying through the alleys cast in perpetual shadow. Each stolen glance spoke volumes of fear and desperation etched onto faces burdened by the relentless struggle for survival. Monstrous entities prowled the streets, their looming shadows a constant reminder of the terror that plagued every corner. Homes, once sanctuaries, were now vulnerable to relentless raids by these horrors, leaving the once thriving communities in a state of perpetual torment. The Vanjikis observed the eerie murals adorning street corners, a haunting narrative of a lost hero, an echo of a legacy erased in this bleak reality. The absence of their own presence here, a stark contrast to the mural's depiction, hung heavily in the air, a chilling reminder of their non-existence in this desolate realm. The panorama beyond the factory windows extended to the horizon, a landscape scarred by devastation. Lancaster County, once verdant and alive, now lay swallowed in an abyss of horror. A militarized quarantine zone encased the entire county, a futile attempt to contain the monstrosities that now roamed freely, turning the once thriving communities into desolate ruins. Towering shadows dominated the skyline, monstrous silhouettes that seemed to stretch endlessly into the horizon. The Vanjakis, observers in this surreal theater of despair, grasped the enormity of the catastrophe that had befallen this iteration of their beloved city. And amidst this haunting tapestry of desolation and despair, the Vanjakis stood united, confronting the grim reality of their absence in a world bereft of hope. They grappled with the unanswerable question: how had this convergence, this cataclysmic collision of events from their varied timelines, led to the eradication of the essence of the Vanjak in this forsaken reality? As the Vanjakis stood amidst the desolation, a realization seeped through the bleakness, a whisper of unity in the face of insurmountable odds. Each Vanjak, a testament to resilience forged in their respective realities, shared a common resolve to confront the horrors that now plagued this Lancaster. Gathering their collective resolve, they navigated the labyrinthine corridors of the loom factory, seeking answers amidst the echoes of their lost legacy. Through the factory's decrepit passages, they discovered forgotten remnants: an old chalkboard etched with cryptic symbols, remnants of a forgotten ritual that spoke of desperate attempts to alter the inevitable convergence. Upon closer inspection, the chalkboard revealed faded diagrams, a convergence of timelines, an attempt to rewrite history, and a plea for salvation. The Vanjakis deciphered the cryptic messages, piecing together the remnants of a desperate effort to avert the cataclysmic collision that now enveloped this forsaken reality. Their study led to revelations: the convergence had been a result of a cataclysmic anomaly, an unintended consequence of the merging timelines that shattered the fabric of this world. A ritual, conducted in desperation by the last remnants of this reality, aimed to prevent the convergence by weaving the essence of the Vanjak into the fabric of this timeline. But the ritual had failed, a grim testament to the unstoppable forces that defied mortal intervention. The Vanjakis realized that the convergence had not just erased their presence in this timeline but had turned their beloved city into a nightmarish amalgamation of horrors, a realm where despair held sway. As they unearthed these somber truths, a glimmer of determination shone within the Vanjakis. Despite the overwhelming darkness, they resolved to defy fate, to confront the horrors that had taken root in this Lancaster, and to reclaim a semblance of hope amidst the despair that now gripped the city. Exactly, that's the crux of this convergence: a cataclysmic collision of events from the diverse timelines of each Vanjak, coalescing into a singular moment of catastrophic culmination within this forsaken Lancaster. The convergence wasn't just a mere merging of timelines, it was an amalgamation of every cataclysm, every horror, and every significant event from the disparate realities, condensed into a singular, devastating occurrence. Every significant event, every apocalyptic scenario, every supernatural encounter, each defining moment that shaped the Vanjakis' respective timelines crashed into this reality simultaneously. The convergence bore the weight of these cataclysmic events, intertwining them into a tangled web of chaos that had erased the essence of the Vanjak from this desolate realm. The collision of these myriad events had transformed Lancaster City and its surroundings into a nightmarish reflection of every horror, every catastrophe that the Vanjakis had faced in their disparate timelines. It was a convergence of nightmares, a bleak amalgamation where the Vanjakis stood absent, where darkness reigned supreme, and where despair became the fabric of existence. Absolutely, within this convergence, each Vanjak carried a unique history, a timeline defined by diverse cataclysms and harrowing events that now merged into this nightmarish reality. Let's delve into a glimpse of some of these defining events from the various Vanjakis' timelines. From the timeline where America turned into an empire, the cataclysmic events might have included a militaristic takeover, transforming the nation into an authoritarian regime with far-reaching consequences. In the reality where WWI extended until 2023, the relentless conflict might have led to technological advancements and societal upheavals, shaping a world trapped in perpetual warfare. The timeline where the Titanic never sank might have witnessed a disruption in maritime history, altering global travel and introducing a divergent path in transportation technology. From the Fallout timeline, a post-apocalyptic world plagued by nuclear fallout, mutated creatures, and societal collapse might have unfolded, a testament to the perils of atomic warfare. The zombie invasion timelines, both on a global scale and localized within Lancaster, might have depicted apocalyptic scenarios where the dead rose, civilizations crumbled, and humanity faced a relentless struggle for survival. In the reality where technology stalled at the WWI era, the world might have been locked in a technological stasis, unable to progress beyond a certain point in innovation. From the virus-ridden timelines, widespread pandemics, and relentless contagions might have engulfed cities, leading to societal breakdowns and irreversible changes to human civilization. The timelines end shrouded in cryptic legends, such as those of the Headless Horseman, the Skinwalkers, the Wendigo, and the Mothman, might have seen supernatural encounters and terrifying folklore come to life, challenging the boundaries of human understanding. In the haunting echoes of Friday the 13th and the cosmic void of Starfield, the Vanjikis might have encountered relentless horror from masked assailants or cosmic aberrations that defied mortal comprehension. Each Vanjik brought forth a timeline rife with its own unique horrors, catastrophes, and supernatural encounters, all of which converged into this twisted reality of Lancaster City, a convergence where the absence of the Vanjik had tipped the scales toward unending darkness and despair. Let's continue exploring the unsettling tapestry of events that converged within this nightmarish Lancaster. From the American Empire timeline, alongside the rise of militarism, there might have been drastic societal shifts, imposing strict regulations and surveillance, diminishing civil liberties in the name of national security. In the prolonged WWI timeline, technological advancements might have been pushed to unprecedented levels, leading to the development of futuristic weaponry and revolutionary scientific breakthroughs amidst the perpetual conflict. The Titanic's survival could have altered the course of maritime history, leading to divergent advancements in transportation technology, impacting global trade routes, and possibly influencing the world's geopolitical landscape. The Fallout timeline might have witnessed the emergence of mutated creatures, radiation-induced anomalies, and the relentless struggle of survivors amidst the desolate wastelands, a world teetering on the brink of extinction. The zombie invasions, whether global or localized, would have plunged humanity into chaos, facing not just the undead but also societal breakdowns, scarcity of resources, and the moral dilemmas of survival in an apocalyptic world. In the technology-stagnated WWI era, societal norms and cultural development might have remained rooted in a bygone era, devoid of the rapid technological progress that shaped modern societies. The virus-ridden timelines would have grappled with global pandemics, affecting population dynamics, economies, and healthcare systems, leaving enduring scars on the fabric of society. Legends of cryptic entities like the Headless Horseman, Skinwalkers, Wendigo, and Mothman might have manifested as supernatural occurrences, challenging human perceptions and instilling primal fears into the consciousness of these timelines. The echoes of Friday the 13th and Starfield could have brought relentless horror from masked assailants and enigmatic cosmic aberrations that defied conventional understanding, haunting the very fabric of reality itself. Each Vanjik's reality brought forth a tapestry of events, shaping a landscape riddled with horror, despair, and fantastical occurrences, all converging within this twisted version of Lancaster City, a convergence that held the absence of the Vanjik as the linchpin to the city's descent into unending darkness. The convergence of events within this Lancaster of nightmares spans further, each Vanjik's timeline contributing to the multifaceted tapestry of horrors. From the American Empire timeline, the militaristic dominance might have led to global conflicts, international tensions escalating into widespread warfare, reshaping geopolitical alliances and plunging the world into perpetual chaos. In the protracted WWI reality, the prolonged conflict could have resulted in radical societal changes, the very fabric of civilization altered by ceaseless warfare, technological advancements, and a global population molded by unending struggles. The Titanic's survival might have influenced not just maritime advancements but also altered the course of global history, impacting diplomatic relations, economic systems, and technological developments far beyond the realm of seafaring. In the Fallout timeline, the post-apocalyptic world would have seen the rise of factions vying for control, the evolution of mutated creatures, and the relentless pursuit of survival amidst the irradiated wastelands. Zombie invasions, whether on a global scale or confined to Lancaster, would have brought forth not just the undead menace but also the collapse of societal structures, ethical dilemmas in the face of scarcity, and the constant battle for survival against overwhelming odds. The technology-stagnated WWI era might have resulted in unique cultural stagnation, a society arrested in time with implications on art, literature, and societal norms. Virus-ridden timelines would have witnessed the irreversible transformation of healthcare systems, social dynamics, and technological advancements geared toward combating relentless pandemics. Legends of cryptic entities would have manifested as tangible horrors, reshaping belief systems and challenging the boundaries between reality and myth. The echoes of Friday the 13th and Starfield could have introduced not just horror but enigmatic cosmic anomalies and existential threats, blurring the line between sanity and the unknown. The convergence of events, each timeline contributing its unique array of horrors and cataclysms, has transformed Lancaster City into a nightmarish amalgamation, a realm where despair reigns, and the absence of the Vanjik has become a catalyst for unending darkness. The challenge before the Vanjikis is unprecedented, a convergence not just of events but of the fabric of time itself. Confronting a reality where time has collided, where every timeline's cataclysms coalesce into an unyielding abyss, presents an insurmountable obstacle. Time, the immutable force that governs existence, has been fractured within this convergence, a shattered tapestry that defies the very laws that bind the multiverse. The Vanjikis, despite their collective experiences and valiant struggles across timelines, have never faced a threat of this magnitude, a temporal cataclysm that transcends their ability to fix the flow of time itself. Their battles, fought against monsters and cataclysms, have always been within the confines of their individual realities. But here, within this nightmarish convergence, time itself has been ruptured, creating a realm where the very essence of their existence has been erased. Confronting time itself presents an enigma beyond their comprehension, a challenge that exceeds their abilities, an anomaly that defies the principles of their experiences and expertise. The Vanjikis, resilient as they are, stand against a force that transcends the limits of their understanding, a temporal fracture that may be irreparable. Yet, amidst this dire revelation, a glimmer of determination flickers within the Vanjikis, an unwavering resolve to defy the odds, to confront the uncharted territories of this temporal chaos, and to seek a semblance of hope within this abyss of despair. Though the challenge looms unfathomably vast, the Vanjikis stand united, drawing upon their collective strength, determined to navigate this uncharted realm where time itself has become a battleground. Amidst the gloom within the Loom Factory's cavernous halls, a resolute voice pierced through the haunting silence. The distinct timbre of Fallout Vanjik echoed with determination. "We don't fix time, we fight monsters and mutants." The resounding declaration resonated within the desolate confines, a call to arms amidst the unsettling darkness. The Fallout Vanjik, resolute in purpose, turned to address the assembly, locking eyes with the likes of Starfield Vanjik, Slum Vanjik, and Mothman Vanjik, a plea for unity amidst the cacophony of chaos that gripped this forsaken reality. "Are ya with me?" The words carried a weight of determination, a rallying cry to stand against the encroaching horrors that now plagued Lancaster City, a city abandoned to an unending abyss of despair and nightmarish entities. The room fell silent as the other Vanjikis absorbed the gravity of the moment, the echoes of their collective pasts reverberating within the shadows of the factory. Their gazes met, a silent exchange of determination and shared purpose flickering amidst the darkness that had engulfed their convergence. A tense moment lingered, each Vanjik considering the call to action a choice to unite against the convergence's horrors, to confront the relentless onslaught of monsters, and to defy the grim fate that had befallen this forsaken Lancaster. The fallout Vanjik's resolute gaze searched for affirmation, seeking solidarity from every Vanjik present, an unspoken plea to stand together against the cataclysm that defied their very existence. The shadows whispered with anticipation, awaiting the collective decision of these embodiments of resilience and defiance, the choice to stand united against the relentless tides of darkness that now threatened their reality. The resounding words of the fallout Vanjik echoed with a profound resonance, a testament to resilience forged in the desolate wastelands of their home reality. If I come from a world of radiation and FEV, a world of waste and no reclamation, and yet Lancaster and our people still survive, if I've lived through that, then we can fix this Lancaster. The declaration reverberated within the cavernous expanse of the loom factory, carrying the weight of undeniable resolve and unyielding determination. It was a rallying cry, not just for unity but for hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit that persevered against the harshest of odds. The fallout Vanjik's unwavering conviction breathed life into the dim surroundings, igniting a spark of determination within each Vanjik present. Their shared gaze reflected the glimmer of possibility, the belief that even amidst this convergence of horrors, a beacon of hope could be kindled. The solemn assembly of Vanjikis stood united, drawn together by a newfound resolve, an alliance formed not just by circumstance but by a collective commitment to confront the insurmountable, to navigate the uncharted realms of temporal chaos, and to reclaim Lancaster from the grip of darkness that threatened its existence. Amidst the echoes of their divergent pasts, the Vanjikis found a shared purpose, a resolve to repair, not time, but the fractured essence of their beloved Lancaster. It was a commitment to confront the convergence's nightmares, to rebuild the shattered fabric of hope, and to defy the impossible by forging a new path amidst the chaos. In that moment of solidarity, amidst the haunting shadows of the loom factory, the Vanjikis embraced their unity, a collective vow to stand against the convergence's horrors, to reclaim their home, and to carve a future where the absence of the Vanjik was but a mere shadow in the annals of Lancaster's history. The fallout Vanjik's gaze remained unwavering, acknowledging the gravity of the convergence's breadth, the convergence that transcended the horrors of a singular wasteland, encompassing the amalgamation of every Vanjik's divergent reality. You're right, it's not just my wasteland. It's zombies, plagues, monsters, pigmen, skinwalkers, Mothmen, ships moving on land, and even the DBZ Vanjik timeline, he acknowledged, each word weighed with the enormity of the challenge ahead. The fallout Vanjik paused, absorbing the breadth of the convergence's horrors, contemplating the inconceivable fusion of realities that now besieged Lancaster City, a battleground where gods and monsters, dystopian futures, and supernatural terrors, coalesced into a nightmarish tapestry. How do we plan on fighting gods? He repeated, the question reverberating within the assembled Vanjikis, acknowledging the unfathomable scale of the challenge that lay before them. We face them together, he declared, a solemn vow that resonated with unwavering resolve. We've survived our own cataclysms. We've faced horrors beyond imagination. We've stood against the impossible. The fallout Vanjik's words carried the weight of unyielding determination, fostering a sense of unity amidst the daunting scope of the challenge. It was a call to embrace their collective resilience, to draw strength from their shared experiences, and to confront the convergence's inconceivable amalgamation of horrors as a unified front. As the assembly absorbed his words, the haunting echoes of their disparate timelines reverberated within the factory's shadows. The Vanjikis stood, not as individuals defined by their pasts, but as a collective force united against the unfathomable, ready to challenge gods and monsters alike, and resolute in their pursuit to reclaim Lancaster from the abyss of despair. The sentiment of the fallout Vanjik echoed a profound truth, a testament to the resilience ingrained within each Vanjik across their disparate timelines. If we survived in our own timelines by ourselves, then surely 20+ Vanjikis can fix this and fight back, he asserted, an unwavering belief in the collective strength they possessed. The acknowledgement of their individual survival, the defiance against their respective horrors, reverberated within the assembly, a reminder of their innate resilience, their ability to weather the darkest storms that fate had cast upon them. The assembly stood united, a gathering of embodiments of resilience and defiance, drawn together by fate's inexplicable convergence. Their shared history of surviving diverse cataclysms, facing horrors beyond imagination, formed the bedrock of their collective strength, an amalgamation of experiences that fortified their resolve. The fallout Vanjik's declaration fostered a sense of unity, a realization that their individual resilience could be amplified exponentially when united as a formidable force against the Convergence's malevolent grip on Lancaster. In that moment, amidst the solemn echoes of their pasts, the Vanjikis embraced a newfound determination, an unspoken vow to confront the Convergence's unfathomable amalgamation of horrors, to navigate the uncharted territories of temporal chaos, and to reclaim their home from the clutches of unending darkness. United by a shared legacy of survival, the assembly prepared to embark on a daunting journey to fight back against the Convergence's nightmares and to rekindle the beacon of hope within the shadowed alleys of Lancaster City. With the fallout Vanjik's call for a plan, the assembly's focus shifted towards strategizing against the Convergence's malevolent grip on Lancaster. "We need a plan," echoed through the cavernous halls, a chorus of determination urging the assembly to devise a strategy against the amalgamation of horrors that besieged their reality. The Vanjikis, each a repository of resilience and experience, began to pool their knowledge, a mosaic of insights forged from surviving their disparate cataclysms. Their discussions intertwined timelines, borrowing elements from their diverse experiences to craft a unified approach. "We can see in the dark, we have our .44 magnums, but we need a plan," reiterated the fallout Vanjik, emphasizing the necessity of a strategic approach beyond their individual abilities. The assembly delved into a comprehensive discussion, amalgamating their diverse expertise to fashion a strategy. They considered leveraging their unique abilities, such as enhanced vision or specialized skills honed from their timelines, as advantages against the converging horrors. The Vanjikis mulled over various facets and understanding of the Convergence's patterns, potential weaknesses to exploit, and areas of strength to capitalize on. They strategized on consolidating resources, fortifying their base within the Loom Factory, and identifying potential allies within this darkened Lancaster. A plan began to take shape, a collaborative effort, melding the strengths and experiences of each Vanjik, forging a unified strategy against the Convergence's monstrous amalgamation. It was a blueprint crafted from resilience, resourcefulness, and shared determination, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. As the discussions continued, a sense of purpose swelled within the assembly, a collective commitment to implement the devised strategy, to defy the Convergence's odds, and to reclaim their beloved Lancaster from the abyss that threatened its very existence. The assembly of Vanjikis, fueled by determination and strategy, gathered around a detailed map of Lancaster City, a blueprint for their audacious plan to dismantle the Convergence's hold on their reality. Each line, each mark on the map held the weight of their collective resilience, a path laid out to confront the amalgamation of horrors that plagued their beloved city. "We strike at the ship first," declared the fallout Vanjik, his finger tracing the sinister iconography etched upon the map, the ominous vessel serving as the Convergence's formidable base. The Vanjikis nodded in agreement, acknowledging the ship's pivotal role as the Convergence's stronghold. The Mothman, an integral asset in their strategy, stood poised for aerial support, a tactical advantage to dismantle the enemy's reinforcements. The other monsters will be left without backup. They need the Mothman to bring in more monsters, explained the Fallout Vanjak, unraveling the intricate web of dependencies within the Convergence's ranks. The plan unfurled with meticulous precision, the Mothman's intervention disrupting the enemy's aerial support, severing the reinforcement linkages that sustained their adversaries. The Assembly's focus shifted toward the streets of Lancaster, structures from alternative timelines pinpointed as crucial anchor points, the very foundations empowering the Convergence's malevolent grip on the city. "We start destroying the structures," commanded the Fallout Vanjak, an imperative to dismantle the Convergence's sources of power, weakening their stronghold and creating vulnerabilities. The Vanjakis mobilized, a synchronized assault upon these enigmatic structures, their unified efforts chipping away at the Convergence's foundation, each demolition a step closer to reclaiming their city. The plan progressed meticulously, a strategic cascade targeting the cryptic entities, the Phantom Riders, and the dangerous specters, their removal vital in destabilizing the Convergence's defenses. "We focus on removing the cybernetics and viruses infecting the people," conveyed the Fallout Vanjak, a grim acknowledgement of the intricate tendrils that bound the innocents to the Convergence's malevolence. The Assembly paused, recognizing the heart-wrenching reality, the absence of a cure, condemning the infected to a fate bereft of humanity. It was a somber acknowledgement, a heavy burden borne by the Vanjakis in their quest to restore balance. As the plan unfolded, the Vanjakis advanced a relentless assault on the Convergence's monstrous manifestations. Their determination fueled their every step, their unity a testament to resilience in the face of the unfathomable. The streets of Lancaster City transformed into a battleground, the echoes of the Vanjakis' pasts intermingling with their present, an intricate dance of strategy and courage woven amidst the chaos. With precision and unwavering resolve, the Vanjakis surged forward, a collective force confronting the Convergence's horrors, each step toward liberation a testament to their indomitable spirit and unyielding unity. With a resolute nod and steely determination, the Assembly of Vanjakis prepared to set their audacious plan into motion, their unified resolve shining bright amidst the encroaching darkness. "Let's start the show," echoed the Fallout Vanjak, his voice carrying the weight of their collective determination, a rallying cry amidst the looming chaos that enveloped Lancaster City. The Mothman, a spectral presence hovering above the cityscape, prepared for his pivotal role, an aerial assault aimed at severing the Convergence's aerial reinforcements, plunging the enemy into disarray. As the Mothman soared into action, his silhouette melding with the starlit skies, the Vanjakis commenced their orchestrated assault, each member of the Assembly carrying out their assigned tasks with meticulous precision. Explosions echoed through the streets as structures from alternative timelines fell under the Vanjakis' relentless assault, each demolition weakening the Convergence's grasp on the fabric of reality. Cryptic entities, Phantom Riders, and menacing specters faced the Vanjakis' unyielding determination, a strategic onslaught to dismantle the Convergence's defenders, weakening their defenses with every confrontation. Amidst the chaos, the Vanjakis meticulously targeted the cybernetics and viruses infecting the populace, a solemn endeavor, a grim necessity in their quest to free the innocents from the Convergence's malevolent influence. The battleground transformed into a symphony of confrontation, a cacophony of clashes, demolitions, and strategic maneuvers carried out by the Vanjakis, each action a deliberate step toward liberation. As the Convergence's hold wavered, the streets of Lancaster City bore witness to a clash of realities, the Vanjakis, embodiments of resilience and defiance, confronting the Convergence's amalgamation of horrors with unwavering unity. Through their relentless assault, amidst the chaos and tumultuous battles, the Vanjakis pressed forward, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness, steadfast in their mission to reclaim their beloved city from the suffocating grip of despair. With every explosive demolition, every confrontation with cryptic entities, and every intervention against the Convergence's sinister machinations, the Vanjakis etched their defiance into the fabric of this nightmarish convergence, each action a testament to their unyielding determination. The showdown had begun, a clash between the Vanjaki's indomitable will and the Convergence's malevolent grasp, a battle that would determine the fate of Lancaster City, a testament to the unwavering resolve of those who dared to defy the impossible. Fallout Vanjak, leading the charge, he directs the assault on the ship, targeting its power core with precision shots from his .44 Magnum. His expertise in navigating wastelands aids in uncovering weak spots within the ship's defenses. Starfield Vanjak, utilizing cosmic knowledge, he unleashes gravitational anomalies to disrupt enemy forces. His bursts of cosmic energy create dazzling displays, disorienting the converging monsters. Mothman Vanjak, soaring through the skies, he darts with supernatural speed, swooping down to disrupt aerial reinforcements, using his eerie aura to disorient and confuse enemy entities. Slum Vanjak, with guerrilla tactics honed from urban survival, he stealthily infiltrates enemy lines, sabotaging structures and disrupting communications with intricate traps and technology. Skinwalker Vanjak, employing shapeshifting abilities, he confuses enemy forces, taking on various monstrous forms to sow chaos amidst their ranks, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty. DBZ Vanjak, unleashing bursts of energy and lightning-fast combat moves, he engages in high-speed confrontations, striking with martial prowess against the Convergence's minions. Friday the 13th Vanjak, employing stealth and fear tactics, he lurks in the shadows, striking fear into the hearts of enemies, utilizing the environment to set up traps and ambushes. Zombie Invasion Vanjak, strategically directing resistance efforts, he coordinates survivors and mounts a relentless assault against the infected, utilizing knowledge of zombie behavior to outmaneuver them. Cryptid Vanjak, utilizing knowledge of cryptid lore, he lures and traps otherworldly entities, using specialized equipment and traps designed to counter their supernatural abilities. Cybernetic Vanjak, hacking into enemy systems, he disrupts cybernetic control mechanisms, freeing the afflicted and shutting down technological tethers anchoring the Convergence. Phantom Rider Vanjak, riding spectral mounts, he charges into the fray, wielding ethereal weapons against the Convergence's spectral entities, channeling ancient wisdom to counter their attacks. Pigman Vanjak, employing strength and resilience reminiscent of folklore, he bulldozes through enemy lines, utilizing sheer brute force to weaken structures and enemy defenses. Wendigo Vanjak, tapping into primal ferocity, he unleashes chilling screams and uses territorial tactics, disorienting and repelling the Convergence's forces with haunting supernatural abilities. AI Vanjak, with unparalleled computational abilities, AI Vanjak infiltrates enemy systems, disrupting their coordinated efforts and decoding encrypted data. It neutralizes technological threats by creating countermeasures that exploit weaknesses in enemy algorithms, providing invaluable support to the Vanjaki's strategic assault. Empire Vanjak, leveraging leadership skills honed in an alternate American empire, this Vanjak rallies and organizes resistance groups within the city, uniting them under a common cause. His ability to inspire loyalty and strategize on a macroscopic level bolsters the Vanjaki's efforts, creating an organized resistance against the Convergence's control. Nevermore Vanjak, drawing from the depths of Poe-inspired darkness, Nevermore Vanjak uses eerie poetic incantations to disrupt enemy formations and sow psychological discord. His unnerving verses resonate through the city, instilling fear in the Convergence's entities, making them vulnerable to the assault. Demon Knight Vanjak, embodying ancient knightly valor, this Vanjak stands as a stalwart defender, shielding allies and strategically holding key positions against the Convergence's onslaught. His combat prowess and steadfast defense become a bulwark in protecting critical points within the city. Dying Kid Vanjak, merging past experiences with present determination, this Vanjak serves as a strategic scout, navigating unseen territories and uncovering hidden enemy tactics. His reconnaissance efforts provide vital intel, aiding the Vanjakis in planning targeted assaults against converging threats. CT-325 Vanjuk, combining technological proficiency with tactical know-how, CT-325 Vanjuk crafts ingenious gadgets and weaponry tailored to counter specific enemy entities. His inventions, adapted from advanced timelines, provide a technological edge against the Convergence's monstrous forces. Bradley Vanjuk, drawing from his diverse experiences across timelines and his intrinsic connection to Lancaster City, Bradley assumes a strategic oversight role. Using his knowledge of the city's history and layouts, he provides tactical guidance, identifying critical anchor points and vulnerabilities within the Convergence's influence. He coordinates communication among the Vanjukis, ensuring synergy in their actions and making on-the-fly adjustments to optimize their assault. His understanding of the city's intricate details aids in unraveling the Convergence's grip on specific areas, directing forces with precision to maximize their impact. Kira 6 Vanjuk, channeling supernatural elements from alternate realities, Kira 6 employs mystical incantations and rituals to disrupt the Convergence's ethereal entities. His knowledge of ancient mysticism becomes a crucial asset in countering spectral and cryptic adversaries. Each Vanjuk, with their distinct abilities and experiences derived from diverse timelines, contributes uniquely to the Vanjukis' collective struggle against the Convergence's grip on Lancaster City. Their combined efforts form a mosaic of expertise and resilience, challenging the Convergence with a breadth of skills, tactics, and strategic maneuvers. Each Vanjuk, a unique embodiment of resilience and expertise drawn from their divergent timelines, contributes their specialized skills, knowledge, and abilities to dismantle the Convergence's hold on Lancaster City. Their collective efforts weave a tapestry of defiance, challenging the Convergence's dark grasp with unity, diversity, and unwavering determination. Amidst the chaos and the Vanjukis' valiant efforts, the relentless assault of the Convergence's monstrous forces seemed unyielding, a torrential onslaught that threatened to overwhelm their determined resistance. However, amidst the escalating pandemonium, an unforeseen harbinger of reckoning emerged from the fringes of Lancaster City. Tearing through the twisted streets, a deafening roar echoed, the thunderous reverberation of a hellish engine cutting through the tumultuous night. A trail of fire and smoke billowed behind the figure mounted upon a hellish cycle, a sight that struck fear into the hearts of the converging monsters. The Vanjukis, amidst their ongoing confrontation, witnessed a spectacle unlike any other. From the edges of town, riding with infernal fury and blazing determination, emerged the embodiment of vengeance, a flaming skeleton encased in leather, wielding the iconic flaming chain and a sawed-off shotgun holstered at his side. Glowing eyes peered through the infernal haze, radiating an otherworldly aura of authority and retribution. This spectral figure, known as the Ghost Rider in this particular timeline, crashed into the heart of the Convergence's onslaught, his presence illuminating the darkness with an aura of relentless justice. His .44 Magnum, an emblem of unyielding determination, glinted ominously in the fiery glow, an instrument of judgment against the malevolent forces that dared to encroach upon the city. The Convergence's entities, caught off guard by the sudden appearance of this spectral avenger, faltered in their advance. The Ghost Rider's arrival sent shockwaves through the Convergence's ranks, a force unaccounted for, a wild card that the malevolent Convergence hadn't anticipated. With a haunting, ethereal howl, the Ghost Rider revved his infernal machine, charging headlong into the Convergence's lines. His flaming chain whirled with lethal precision, striking fear into the hearts of the monstrous entities, ensnaring and incinerating those who dared to oppose his righteous fury. The Vanjukis, witnessing this unparalleled spectacle, found a surge of hope amidst the chaos, a fallen angel craving the spirit of vengeance, a force of retribution that promised to turn the tides in their favor against the Convergence's unrelenting onslaught. The Ghost Rider's arrival heralded a glimmer of salvation in this nightmarish Convergence, a formidable ally in their battle against the encroaching darkness. In the wake of the Ghost Rider's wrathful arrival, an eerie silence fell upon the battlefield, a palpable tension woven into the very fabric of the night. The malevolent entities, frozen in fear, found themselves ensnared within the piercing gaze of the avenging spirit. With an otherworldly intensity, the Ghost Rider's glowing eyes radiated an ominous light, a stare that penetrated the depths of the monster's very essence, laying bare the sins etched into their corrupted souls. His presence exuded an aura of retribution, a spectral judge presiding over the Convergence's transgressions. The monsters, gripped by an overwhelming sense of terror, quivered under the weight of the Ghost Rider's penance stare. Memories of their vile deeds, their darkest atrocities, surfaced with harrowing clarity, a haunting reflection of their malevolence laid bare by the avenging spirit's ethereal scrutiny. In the Ghost Rider's gaze, the Convergence's entities were forced to confront the depths of their depravity, a relentless reckoning that plunged them into a torment of guilt and remorse. The sins they had wrought upon countless worlds, the horrors they had inflicted, surged to the forefront of their consciousness, igniting an inferno of torment within their souls. The Ghost Rider, a harbinger of divine justice, unleashed the full force of his penance stare, an unyielding retribution that compelled the Convergence's entities to confront the consequences of their malevolent actions. It was a harrowing ordeal, a punishment that transcended physical agony, a spiritual reckoning that sought to cleanse their corrupted souls. As the penance stare persisted, the entities writhed in agony, their twisted forms convulsing with the torment of their own transgressions. The Ghost Rider's judgment lingered, imprinting upon their consciousness the weight of their sins, a relentless condemnation that seared through their very being. Amidst the nightmarish tableau, the Ghost Rider stood as an ethereal arbiter, a testament to the price of malevolence, an embodiment of divine retribution determined to deliver justice to those who dared to invade his world. The battleground, enveloped in an eerie stillness, bore witness to the spectral judgment, a chilling testament to the consequences that awaited those who dared to tread upon the path of darkness, a reminder of the unwavering resolve of the avenging spirit. As the Ghost Rider's penance stare sought to render justice upon the converging entities, a chilling declaration pierced the eerie silence, a vehement cry that shattered the spectral stillness that had settled over the battlefield. "You fool! I always come back," echoed the resounding voice of the Mothman, a declaration that heralded an unexpected twist in the confrontation. In an instant, the ethereal scene transformed as hundreds of Mothmen materialized before the assembly of Vanjikis, their eerie forms casting a haunting shadow over the night. Unlike the converging entities before them, the Mothmen stood immune to the harrowing effects of the Ghost Rider's penance stare. Their multitude, an enigmatic army assembled in defiance, defied the spectral judgment, a chilling testament to their immunity against the avenging spirit's ethereal scrutiny. The Mothmen, unfazed by the Ghost Rider's formidable presence, stood resolute, their unsettling gaze fixated upon the assembly of Vanjikis, an eerie congregation that added a new layer of complexity to the already tumultuous confrontation. The Ghost Rider, his eyes ablaze with righteous fury, regarded the Mothman with an unwavering intensity, his spectral aura pulsating with an undeterred determination. Despite the unexpected turn of events, the avenging spirit stood firm, unwavering in his commitment to deliver justice upon those who dared to oppose the forces of righteousness. The battleground, now ensnared in an intricate dance of spectral judgment and enigmatic defiance, became a stage for a clash between forces steeped in otherworldly prowess, a confrontation that escalated beyond mere physicality, delving into the realms of mysticism and supernatural resilience. The assembly of Vanjikis, witnessing the emergence of this legion of Mothmen, braced themselves for an intensified struggle, a formidable challenge that tested not only their strength but also their adaptability in the face of this unexpected turn in the relentless battle against the Convergence's malevolent forces. "I was stuck in hell for too long. You and Mephisto will pay for your sins against my city," declared the Ghost Rider Vanjik with searing conviction, his voice reverberating with an ethereal resonance that pierced through the tumultuous night. The spectral avenger, fueled by an unrelenting desire for justice, directed his haunting gaze towards the Mothman, each fiery word carrying the weight of his determination. His eyes blazed with an infernal intensity, an embodiment of righteous fury forged in the crucible of his experiences. The Ghost Rider Vanjuk, a spectral entity driven by an insatiable thirst for vengeance against those who wrought havoc upon his beloved city, stood firm in the face of this malevolent convergence. His resolve, unwavering and unyielding, bore testament to the depths of his commitment to vanquish the forces of darkness that dared to defile the sanctity of his domain. With an otherworldly presence, the Ghost Rider Vanjuk summoned the flames of divine judgment, a manifestation of retribution that swirled around him, imbuing the air with an ominous intensity. The very fabric of reality seemed to tremble at the avenging spirit's proclamation, echoing his determination to exact righteous retribution upon the malevolent forces that encroached upon his city. As the confrontation intensified, the Ghost Rider Vanjuk's declaration echoed through the night, a haunting reminder to those who dared to oppose the forces of righteousness, a harbinger of divine judgment determined to purge the malevolence that tainted the sanctity of Lancaster City. Indeed, faced with the overwhelming multitude of Mothmen, the Ghost Rider Vanjuk, while formidable, realized the need for united strength against this overwhelming force. With resolve burning in their hearts, the other Vanjukis rallied behind their spectral ally, prepared to join forces and confront this enigmatic legion. Each Vanjuk, drawing upon their unique abilities and experiences, stepped forward, standing shoulder to shoulder with the Ghost Rider. Their combined prowess and diverse expertise formed a formidable front, a collective force ready to challenge the Mothman's ominous assembly. Fallout Vanjuk adjusted his stance, his keen eyes scanning the swarm of Mothmen, swiftly calculating the best tactical approach. Drawing upon his wasteland survival skills, he readied himself to pinpoint vulnerabilities within the Mothman's ranks. Starfield Vanjuk channeled cosmic energies, creating celestial rifts that disrupted the Mothman's formation. His cosmic manipulations were aimed at disorienting and destabilizing the eerie legion, exploiting the very fabric of space and time to sow chaos. Mothman Vanjuk, uniquely connected to this particular timeline's Mothman, sought to leverage his understanding of their nature. He attempted to communicate, hoping to sway their allegiance and turn the tide against the Convergence's malevolent intentions. Slum Vanjuk, with his urban survival expertise, devised ingenious guerrilla tactics to outmaneuver the Mothman. He set up traps and diversionary tactics, aiming to disrupt their cohesion and create openings for strategic assaults. Skinwalker Vanjuk morphed into different forms, mirroring the Mothman's eerie manifestations, aiming to sow confusion amidst their ranks. His shape-shifting prowess became a tool to disorient and divide their forces. DBZ Vanjuk unleashed bursts of energy, engaging in high-speed combat, delivering rapid strikes against the Mothman. His superhuman abilities and combat prowess were employed in an effort to thin their numbers swiftly. Friday the 13th Vanjuk utilized stealth tactics, lurking in the shadows and aiming to sow fear among the Mothmen. His unsettling presence and ominous methods were meant to create psychological unrest among their ranks. Zombie Invasion Vanjuk organized survivors and rallied them into a coordinated resistance. His experience in combating hordes provided insights into tactics to withstand the Mothman's overwhelming numbers. Cryptid Vanjuk utilized knowledge of cryptid behavior to understand and exploit weaknesses within the Mothman's ranks. His strategic insights aimed to unravel their cohesion and disrupt their collective strategy. Cybernetic Vanjuk hacked into technological interfaces among the Mothmen, aiming to create chaos by exploiting weaknesses in their digital connections. Phantom Rider Vanjuk charged into the fray, wielding ethereal weapons and channeling ancient wisdom to counter the Mothman's spectral manifestations. Pigman Vanjuk employed sheer brute force to bulldoze through the Mothman's formations, aiming to create openings for the Vanjukis to exploit. Windigo Vanjuk utilized primal ferocity and haunting cries, aiming to disorient and demoralize the Mothman. United as a formidable collective, the Vanjakis stood poised to confront the Mothman, a diverse assembly of expertise, tactics, and supernatural abilities, ready to challenge the Convergence's forces with unwavering determination and unified strength. In a cataclysmic display, the Vanjakis, united in their relentless assault against the Mothman, dismantled the swarm with precision and fury. Wings were clipped, ethereal flames incinerated, and the once haunting legion of Mothmen crumbled to ash and dust in the wake of the Vanjakis' combined might. Yet, as a chilling message, one lone Mothman was spared, sent back to serve as a foreboding harbinger, a testament to the Vanjakis' defiance and a stark warning to the forces that dared to challenge them. However, the triumph was short-lived as the ground itself quaked and split open, birthing an ominous presence from the depths of the netherworld. Mephisto, the malevolent embodiment of darkness, and the devil himself, Satan, rose to the streets of Lancaster City with an aura of unfathomable malevolence. His infernal presence eclipsed the night, a manifestation of pure evil that sent shivers down the spines of even the most battle-hardened Vanjakis. Mephisto's voice boomed with an otherworldly resonance, resonating with a chilling certainty, taunting the Vanjakis with the ominous knowledge of their eventual fate. You don't know it, Vanjakis, but no matter the timeline, you all go to one place, the afterlife. Hell itself is multiversal, and I'm the reason. You will never beat the monsters. Mephisto's declaration echoed through the streets, the sheer weight of his words a haunting reminder of the depths of the challenge they faced. The Vanjakis, facing the embodiment of ultimate darkness, stood resolute but aware of the insurmountable power that Mephisto wielded. Their collective resolve was put to the ultimate test, an adversary whose malevolence transcended any they had faced before, a being whose influence extended across multiple realities. As the devil himself loomed over the city, the Vanjakis found themselves confronted with an adversary unlike any other, a malevolent force that sought to shatter their unity and bend their resolve to its will. The streets of Lancaster City became the battleground for an epic confrontation, a clash between the forces of righteousness and the very embodiment of malevolence itself. The outcome of this conflict would reverberate across dimensions, determining the fate of not just Lancaster City but the entire multiverse itself. In that crucial moment, amidst the looming presence of Mephisto, stood the most unexpected yet resolute figure, Bradley Eshelman, the original Johnny Vanjak from the very timeline of those reading this narrative. He was young, bearing the marks of a life etched in hardship, broken teeth from street fights, scarred hands attesting to years of labor and struggles. With a steely resolve, Bradley raised his .44 Magnum, a weapon that symbolized not just firepower but also a defiance against the overwhelming darkness that had encroached upon their reality. His voice, though raw and determined, echoed through the chaos as he uttered a simple yet charged phrase, "Go to hell." The crack of his .44 Magnum pierced the air, a single gunshot that heralded the commencement of an epic battle. The bullet, propelled by his unwavering determination, streaked through the night, aimed at the heart of the malevolent embodiment standing before them. In that split second, the battleground transformed into a maelstrom of conflict, a clash between the forces of good and the very essence of evil. The resounding gunshot served as the catalyst, igniting a cacophony of supernatural energies, ethereal clashes, and otherworldly confrontations. Mephisto, faced with this unexpected challenge from a seemingly ordinary individual, felt the impact of the bullet, a fleeting moment of surprise etched across his malevolent countenance. The force of Bradley's determination, amplified by the significance of his stand, struck a chord within the depths of the devil's realm. The confrontation erupted into a storm of chaos and determination, a young man's courage challenging the very essence of darkness, the Vanjakis rallying behind the symbolic act of defiance. The fate of Lancaster City and the multiverse itself hung precariously in the balance as this unlikely hero's single shot heralded a battle that transcended the realms of time and reality. Amidst the chaotic clash between malevolence and defiance, Bradley Eshelman, the original Johnny Vanjak from the timeline intertwined with those experiencing this narrative, stood resolute. His voice, filled with regret and determination, cut through the turmoil as he confronted the malevolent entity before him. "In my Lancaster, we don't run, we fight." The Lancaster city, the red rose of America, never fell, never faced monsters, never had a major event, Bradley declared, his words resounding with unwavering resolve. "You want to know the truth, devil? You were not born, you were created. You're no god. You're nothing but a character in some sick kid's head." His voice carried the weight of revelation, a damning truth hurled at the heart of the darkness that loomed over the city. "And I regret everything and every day that caused me to create you." Bradley's confession echoed with the weight of remorse, acknowledging the unintended consequences of his creation. "I brought you into existence, and I will take you out." His words rang out with a determination that transcended the chaos, a resolve to confront the malevolent creation born from his own inadvertent actions. The confrontation between creator and creation, the clash between remorse and defiance, intensified amidst the tumultuous battleground. Bradley's revelations pierced the veil of darkness, challenging the very fabric of Mephisto's existence and power. The battleground quivered with the intensity of this unexpected confrontation, the creator of the malevolent force standing against his own creation, the embodiment of evil. The fate of Lancaster City and the multiverse itself teetered on the edge as this confrontation unfolded, signaling a pivotal moment in the battle between light and darkness. In the heart of the climactic confrontation, Mephisto, the embodiment of malevolence, unleashed his formidable powers upon the assembled Vanjakis. Each member of this diverse assembly faced the wrath of the devil himself, enduring the brunt of his relentless assault. The battlefield quaked with the clash of supernatural forces, the Ghost Rider's spectral flames, the cosmic energies of Starfield Vanjak, the relentless determination of each Vanjak manifesting in different forms and abilities, all pitted against the devil's wrath. Yet, amidst this cosmic showdown, Bradley Eshelman, the original Johnny Vanjak from the timeline intertwined with those following this narrative, stood unyielding against Mephisto's onslaught. His determination fueled a resilience that seemed inexplicable, a mere mortal facing the overwhelming might of an otherworldly entity. Mephisto, with his unparalleled malevolence, directed his wrath towards Bradley, aiming to crush the last vestige of resistance, the creator who dared confront his creation. However, to the devil's astonishment, his attacks failed to inflict even a scratch upon the ordinary young man. No matter the intensity of Mephisto's onslaught, no matter the malevolent force behind his strikes, Bradley Eshelman remained unscathed, a seemingly invulnerable figure in the face of overwhelming odds. His resilience, born from unwavering resolve and the weight of his regret, defied the devil's powers, standing as an anomaly amidst the chaos. The assembled Vanjakis, witnessing this improbable resilience in their creator, found themselves amazed and inspired by Bradley's unexpected resistance. His defiance, against all logic and expectations, became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of human determination and the ability to confront even the darkest forces with unwavering courage. The battleground trembled with disbelief as the devil himself struggled to comprehend this inexplicable phenomenon. A normal human, devoid of powers or supernatural abilities, standing impervious to his malevolent might. The confrontation between Bradley Eshelman and Mephisto became a focal point in the ultimate clash between light and darkness, a defiance that defied the very fabric of reality itself. As the chaos of battle swirled around them, an unforeseen turn unfolded in the confrontation between Bradley Eshelman and Mephisto. In an unexpected act of defiance, Bradley, devoid of any supernatural abilities but fueled by sheer determination, seized the devil by the neck, a mere mortal confronting an entity that transcended realms. "I'm no god, and I'm no creator. I'm a monster like you who got bored," Bradley declared, his voice echoing through the tumultuous night. The revelation cut through the tension, a chilling acknowledgement of the unintended consequences that had spiraled beyond his control. "I can't stop these stories now. They became worlds in a universal multiverse outside my control that now grows without my consent. His confession resonated with a poignant admission of the uncontrollable expansion of the multiverse spawned from his own narratives. I can't stop the growth, but I can stop you. His voice reverberated with determination, a resolve forged from the weight of his unintended creation, the embodiment of darkness that now threatened the very fabric of existence. The assembled Vanjakis, witnessing this unexpected revelation, stood in awe and realization. Bradley's confession shed light on the uncontrollable nature of the multiverse that had sprouted from his imaginative narratives, an unintended consequence that had grown beyond his influence. In that pivotal moment, Bradley Eshelman's defiance transcended his mortal limitations. The struggle between creator and creation, between regret and determination, encapsulated the clash between light and darkness, hope and despair, on a cosmic scale. The battleground quivered with anticipation, the clash between Bradley and Mephisto representing more than a mere physical confrontation. It was a battle of ideologies, a testament to the consequences of creative power unleashed without constraint, a struggle that would determine the fate of not just Lancaster City but the entire burgeoning multiverse. In the cosmic clash between Bradley Eshelman and Mephisto, the battle reached its pinnacle. With unwavering determination and an unyielding spirit, Bradley, a mere mortal, confronted the malevolent entity that stood before him. In a crescendo of defiance and sheer willpower, Bradley's relentless determination surged forth, a force that transcended mortal limitations. Every ounce of his resolve, every fragment of his regret, fueled a determination that defied the very essence of darkness. As the cosmic clash between creator and creation reached its climax, Bradley's unwavering resolve met the malevolent force of Mephisto head-on. With every ounce of strength and determination, Bradley's defiance surged forth, overwhelming the devil's malevolent powers. In a moment that echoed through the cosmos, Bradley's unyielding spirit prevailed. His resistance, born from regret and resolve, became a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. With an act of indomitable willpower, he overcame the darkness, defeating the malevolent entity that had threatened the fabric of existence. The battleground quaked with the resonance of this monumental victory, a mere mortal defying the darkness that sought to consume all. Bradley's triumph became a symbol of the power of human determination and resilience, an affirmation that even against insurmountable odds, the strength of one's spirit could overcome the darkest of forces. The assembled Vanjakis, witnesses to Bradley Eshelman's defiance and triumph over Mephisto, stood in awe and disbelief at the unprecedented turn of events. Their eyes, filled with a mixture of respect and curiosity, turned towards the original Johnny Vanjak from the very timeline woven into their story. Each Vanjak, representing diverse timelines, powers, and experiences, regarded Bradley with a newfound sense of intrigue and reverence. Their gazes, reflective of their astonishment, mirrored the spectrum of emotions swirling within them: admiration for his resilience, curiosity about his revelation, and a deep-seated respect for the unexpected heroism he had displayed. Fallout Vanjak, Starfield Vanjak, Mothman Vanjak, Ghost Rider Vanjak, and the rest all turned their attention to Bradley, the creator who had inadvertently unleashed a multiverse of tales beyond his control. Bradley, spoke Fallout Vanjak, his voice carrying a tone of both acknowledgement and inquiry. What you've revealed, it's beyond anything we ever imagined. The multiverse born from your stories, the worlds that grew beyond your influence, this is something unprecedented. The sentiments were echoed by the other Vanjakis, each one expressing a mix of astonishment and curiosity. They sought not just answers but a deeper understanding of the unfathomable consequences that had sprung from Bradley's narratives. As the Vanjakis gathered around Bradley, a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose enveloped the group, a bond forged not just by their collective confrontation against malevolence but also by the revelation of the unforeseen complexities woven into their existence. "Bradley, what now?" queried Mothman Vanjak, his voice tinged with a sense of urgency and anticipation. The question lingered in the air, prompting an unspoken acknowledgement that their journey had taken an unforeseen turn, one that required a collective decision and a path forward amidst the vast complexities of the multiverse. Bradley's words hung heavy in the air, resonating with a sense of finality and resignation. The weight of unintended consequences bore down on his shoulders as he acknowledged the multiverse, an intricate tapestry of narratives spun from his imagination, now spiraling beyond his control. The Vanjikis, gathered in a moment of silence, regarded Bradley with a mixture of understanding and empathy. Their existence, woven from diverse timelines and experiences, stood as a testament to the worlds he had created, worlds that had taken a life of their own, growing, evolving, and expanding across the vast expanse of the multiverse. "You don't have to bear this burden alone," offered Fallout Vanjik, his voice carrying a sense of solidarity. "These worlds, these narratives, they're a part of all of us now. We're intertwined in this multiverse, bound by our journeys and the stories that have unfolded." Starfield Vanjik nodded in agreement. "You may have started this, Bradley, but now it's our shared responsibility to navigate this multiverse, to ensure its balance and protect its integrity." The collective sentiment echoed among the Vanjikis, a recognition that their paths had converged in this intricate multiverse, and together, they bore the responsibility of safeguarding its realms and preserving its essence. Bradley, with a solemn nod, acknowledged their words. "Thank you, all of you," he murmured softly. "I leave this multiverse in your hands. May your journeys be filled with courage, wisdom, and unity." With a final glance at the assembled Vanjikis, a faint smile of reassurance on his lips, Bradley Eshelman, the original Johnny Vanjik, faded into the fabric of the multiverse, a guardian passing the torch to those destined to traverse its myriad worlds and weave their tales across the expanse of existence. Now, the multiverse stands before you, a tapestry of interconnected worlds, narratives, and endless possibilities. As the Vanjikis, guardians of this expansive realm, your journey unfolds, filled with new adventures, challenges, and discoveries. Embrace the responsibility bestowed upon you, safeguarding the balance of the multiverse and ensuring its integrity. Each timeline, each world, holds its own stories, mysteries, and unique inhabitants. Explore, learn, and navigate the realms with wisdom and unity, for your actions shape the destinies of countless realities. Uncover the untold tales, confront new adversaries, and forge alliances that transcend timelines. Your unity as Vanjikis, a diverse assembly woven from different timelines, will be the guiding force, a beacon of hope amidst the vast expanse of the multiverse. Remember the lessons learned from each other's timelines, embrace diversity, wield courage in the face of adversity, and let wisdom guide your choices. Together, you'll navigate this cosmic tapestry, ensuring that the multiverse flourishes, filled with stories that transcend time and space. Your journey continues, Vanjikis, in this ever-expanding multiverse, a tapestry of infinite stories waiting to be written, explored, and protected by your collective strength and unity. As your adventure in this multiverse draws to a close, it's time to depart from these diverse realms and return to your respective timelines. Each Vanjik carries with them the experiences, lessons, and shared camaraderie from this extraordinary journey across the multiverse. Step forward with the memories of unity, courage, and the bonds forged amidst the chaos and triumphs of this epic saga. Your return marks the conclusion of this chapter, but the imprint of your journey will remain, shaping your perspectives and actions in your own timelines. Embrace the familiarity of your own worlds, carrying the wisdom and experiences gained from the multiverse's vast tapestry. Let the lessons learned guide your endeavors, infusing your stories with the essence of unity, courage, and the unyielding spirit that defined your collective journey. As you embark on the journey back to your respective timelines, know that the legacy of this multiverse adventure endures within you. Cherish the friendships forged, the challenges overcome, and the unity that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Farewell, Vanjikis, as you return to your worlds, carrying with you the tales and memories of the multiverse, a testament to the resilience, unity, and courage that defines your collective spirit. It seems that way, doesn't it? Each of us hails from a distinct timeline, and somehow, this convergence in the multiverse amplified our unique abilities. It's as if our experiences and the essence of our timelines merged and granted us an amalgamation of powers. The clash against Mephisto, the confrontation with the devil, and Bradley's revelation about the multiverse. These events, while tumultuous, shed light on the origin of our abilities. The interwoven nature of our timelines seems to have catalyzed this transformation, infusing us with extraordinary powers. It's remarkable how our individual strengths and experiences, drawn from diverse timelines, have coalesced into a collective force within this multiverse. Our unity and shared purpose became our strength, enabling us to confront malevolence and transcend the boundaries of our individual stories. As we return to our respective timelines, let's carry forward this unity and the lessons learned. Our powers may have originated from this convergence, but it's our unity and camaraderie that truly define us as Vanjikis. The remaining Vanjikis gathered, contemplating the weight of Bradley's revelation about the Lancaster city untouched by monsters, demons, or multiversal events. Their expressions reflected a mix of contemplation and understanding, resonating with the gravity of this newfound knowledge. "It's quite a revelation, isn't it?" mused Fallout Vanjuk, his tone reflective. "The idea of a Lancaster untouched by the chaos we've known. A world without the cosmic clashes, supernatural entities, or the multiverse intertwining our fates." Starfield Vanjuk nodded, acknowledging the sentiment. "In a way, it's a world devoid of the extraordinary, the kind of world that might have led someone to create us to seek excitement, action, and adventure in narratives beyond the mundane." The Vanjikis exchanged knowing glances, recognizing the dichotomy between their tumultuous timelines and the existence of a tranquil, ordinary Lancaster city. It was a moment of introspection, acknowledging the very essence of their creation, an attempt to infuse life and intrigue into a world that lacked the extraordinary. "Perhaps in a world of quiet, one craves the chaos," mused Mothman Vanjuk, his tone tinged with a touch of understanding. "Our existence might be a testament to the human desire for excitement, to explore the unknown, and to face challenges that transcend the ordinary." As the Vanjikis contemplated this revelation, they found a newfound appreciation for the intricate tapestry of their timelines. Their existence, born from the need for action and intrigue, stood as a testament to the human yearning for adventure amidst the mundane. With a sense of understanding and acceptance, they prepared to return to their respective timelines, carrying with them the knowledge of the tranquil Lancaster city, a world untouched by the extraordinary, where the absence of chaos gave rise to the creation of the Vanjikis and their multiverse-spanning journeys. As the remaining Vanjikis prepared to fade into the night, leaving behind the ordinary Lancaster city that had witnessed the extraordinary tales of their lives, one figure remained: the Ghost Rider. In a stunning display, he transformed into his flaming, leather-bound skeletal form, and his motorcycle morphed into the ominous Hell Cycle. With a roar that echoed through the night, the Ghost Rider, the original Johnny Vanjuk of this timeline, rode off into the darkness, the flames of the Hell Cycle illuminating the streets. However, to his shock and awe, he soon realized he was no longer alone in his solitary ride. As he traversed the streets of Lancaster City, a transformation unfolded. Citizens, bound by the fury of the recent multiversal events, emerged as angry specters. These were not spirits enraged by the Vanjikis, but ordinary people transformed into entities of vengeance. One by one, they mounted their own Hell Cycles, Hell Riders, Hell Beasts, and Hell Dodgers, swearing their commitment to protect their home from the monsters that sought to turn their timeline into a living hell. Following the Ghost Rider, this legion of spectral riders trailed behind him, their fiery forms leaving a trail of ethereal glow in their wake. The streets of Lancaster City became a spectral procession, a united front bound by the common thread of vengeance. No longer were they ordinary citizens, they had become the defenders of their world, a formidable force united against the devils and monsters that had plagued their existence. As the Ghost Rider led this hellish cavalry, a collective oath resounded through the night, echoing their determination. Vengeance binds us together, and we will help the Rider protect our home. No more devils, no more monsters, they shall not prevail. The words carried a fervent resolve, a declaration that the ordinary citizens of Lancaster City had transformed into guardians of their own fate. The scene unfolded as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity rising from the ashes of adversity, bound by vengeance, and ready to face whatever challenges the multiverse might hurl at them. The Ghost Rider and his legion of Hell Riders rode into the night, a spectral army ready to defend their home against the forces of darkness. The proclamation resounded through the very fabric of Lancaster City, echoing off the buildings and streets, a declaration that struck at the heart of the city's essence, a testament to the enduring spirit that bound it to the multiverse. Whether through the ethereal flames of the Ghost Rider, the cosmic adventures of the Vanjikis, or the ordinary yet extraordinary life of Bradley Eshelman, Lancaster City stood resilient against the perils that spanned timelines. Fear the Vanjikis, fear the Ghost Riders, and fear their creator. The words carried the weight of countless tales and the collective determination of the city's defenders. The Red Rose, symbolic of Lancaster's resilience and beauty, stood tall amidst the multiversal chaos. Lancaster City, the Red Rose, my city of dreams. Whether by way of the Rider, the Vanjikis, or the Eshelmans, Lancaster will always be safe. No matter the peril, from the vast reaches of Starfield to the depths of FEV and nuclear wastelands in the Fallout timeline to the ordinary world and life of Bradley, Lancaster City will always have a Vanjik. The scene unfolded as a testament to the indomitable spirit of Lancaster City, a beacon of hope standing against the cosmic storms of the multiverse. The legacy of the Vanjikis, the Ghost Riders, and the creator